Zion, Kof, Raish, Yud. Hey, Square World, how are y'all doing? It's good, it's good. It's Saturn's Day, or Saturday. Early, 10:17. I've been up since 6, meditating. Listened to a great Briggs Capital Strategy video or dissertation this morning on Austrian economics. So as y'all will learn, economics and finance is my passion. Love it. Soak it up, man. That's God's language, no doubt. It's the nature of capital, and capital can be looked at as labor, units of currency, whether that's dollars, petrodollars, yen, dinar, pesos, etc. Technology, intellectual property is capital. Assets, of course, that produce cash flow, real estate, business, etc. So that's what I listen to, 6 a.m. So I feel real good. Then I listen to some of my Dame Dash, man. I love the channel, his energy, man. He's fearless. I love that. You know, I liken myself in this stage of my life to being fearless. So listen to that, man. So I'm channeling that energy right now. Some things that I got to take care of in my life. Just up my value on one of my negotiations that I got to go through on Monday. So I might have to put a bigger value on myself to get what I need to get out of this company so that I can proceed. The landscape is about to change, as everybody may know, when it comes to employer and employee relationships. So what I like about this is actually a 1099, so I'm an independent contractor. From an individual standpoint, I also can start a business from it, build my own agency, etc. So I love that, man. I can't be an employee for nobody anymore unless it's myself, or work for companies that my children own, because then I'm still working for myself. But yeah, I was doing some research, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to up my value just to make sure I get what I want, because the environment's about to become hostile if you're an employee. The only way really to survive if you're gonna be an employee is have a part-time business. Don't quit your day job, and start an LLC. So that's information I will be sharing on my channel. That's information that I study and I inculcate myself and am doing. So going to do my second shot. Just wanted to shed a little light on that. Be fearless. It's the word of the day, fearless. Man, get out there and do something. Make a change in your life. Do something different. You know what I'm saying? Change the way that you go to work. Go a different way. See something different. Have your subconscious introspect on something as you're traveling to your job. Talk to different people. Whew. I'm in the Maryland, Virginia, DC area. This environment has helped me grow, understanding the differences in the southern, this is still the South, but it has more of a hustle and bustle about it because the cost of living is high. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be about something out here, can't be slacking. You know what I'm saying? You can be in North Carolina, South Carolina, even Georgia, Atlanta, kind of relaxing, doing things a little bit different, because the cost of living is cheaper. But being up here, man, has really forced me to see things in another manner. There's no jealousy in how I see other people moving. It's a melting pot of different cultures, people from different countries that's coming up here to take advantage of this quote-unquote American opportunity. So, but what I see is people paying it forward. I don't know if I've mentioned this on one of my other videos. To live in an area like this, or even California, maybe even Texas, it's generations, man, paying it forward. So that means that's a parent or a grandparent that's staking you in business or staking your education so that you can land that job where you're going to make the 6 figures. Or they paying for the wedding to the mate that you've chosen based on a socio-economic climate, because what most people don't know, marriages is a business, so they see you can get with that mate, be their contacts, your contacts, building that network, which is also a part of your net worth. So yeah, I mean, they're paying it forward, man. Generations are giving back, and that's the biggest thing. So that's what I'm on, man. I didn't have a generation that gave to me except for my grandma, and what she gave me is priceless, man. It's really her insight. It's over 100 years of insight into the world of where we were as quote-unquote black people when we were freed in 1865. I mean, one of my missions is also always to become 100 to 200 years old. And what that means, you need to go back into history, be able to put your mind into the mind frame, into the people, what was going on, what was the thoughts, the actions, and what allowed them to progress or either digress. So that's one of my secret weapons. It's almost, you can relate it to maybe the quantum leap guy that would go into different time zones and areas in life and make a change, make something happen. So I'm always going back into history, and the further I can go back into history, the further I can see into the future. I do equate that to the raven mindset. So that's the bird or the spiritual essence of the animal that I'm on now. If you go back to the Native Americans, they always demonstrated energies of different animal mindsets. A lot of people that consider themselves alpha or whatever, they like to talk about the wolf. I liken myself to the lion a lot because I built the pride. Didn't really have a lot of lionesses at one time, but that's all good. But I did build a family on purpose. Do believe in power in numbers. But yeah, so the generations are giving back, man. Like I said, one person I can say in my life that has given me the most from that spiritual level or cosmic level of being to look into back into the past and seek success is my grandmother. And she channels a lot of energy from her grandfather. She saw wealth as in having land, having a store, being productive, utilizing capitalism. So if a child was born that was out of wedlock, especially that son, he would stay under the grandfather's domain. The grandfather could employ him. He could be gainfully employed. That was also a steward that the grandfather could leave heirship to, because he's worked in the capacity as an apprentice to see how things are run. He had a certain class and stature about himself and how he did things. So I learned a lot of that from my grandmother. So in essence, what I learned, a lot of the energy that I get from her that I did not know until I started doing some studying is actually a lot of the masculine energy that she projects through her father and her grandfather. Is what I love about her, and I didn't really know until I really started studying masculine and feminine energy. So but yeah, quick video today, man. I finally got inspired to, because whenever I get on the camera, man, I want to give y'all some good energy. I want to give y'all some essence of myself and what I'm trying to channel, and maybe I can be one of those avatars that you liken yourself to whenever you're considering greatness, success, and prosperity. And that's Zacharyah, Zion Call for Yud. But what I do, I channel greatness. Greatness is a wavelength, it's a vibration. So I don't necessarily look at people for who they are. I'm always looking to emulate their greatness. I'm always looking to learn from their imperfections and their perfections, so things that I can know not to be. And be meaning to exist. So yeah, I got charged up. So I said I can get on the camera and give y'all some good energy, some good vibration. Love some things I studied today, considering capital, Austrian. You got the Mises Institute. You got FEE, F-E-E. You can look that up, .com. Nelson Nash. I stay read up, man. I stay studying. That's the only way you're going to get somewhere. Readers are leaders. I looked up some Jim Rohn information, that's ROHN, about changing and what he talked about reading. But there's greats out there, man. Earl Nightingale. Basically, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and my purpose is because I've always been a personal development junkie since I was young, man, since I was about 20 years old. So I got a large library on just personal development, authors and scientists, and their track records are high. So I'm also the product of a God, and I can say that, product of a God, Yahweh ben Yahweh. So I'm gonna be producing content, helping those that want to get on this vibration grow. That's what I'm all about, man. I'm growing every day. So I don't have the arrival syndrome. I stay green. This is the process. This is the journey. So also tomorrow's Father's Day, so I'm gonna go spend some time with my children. I'm just excited. I'm excited to give back. That's another journey. Even with them, they're not on the level that I'm on. But the goal is to get them there, or as close as I can be, so where they can exist on this vibration of success, wealth. Even my nieces, my nephews, my aunts, my uncles, cousins, family, whoever wants to listen. I'm an open book. I got certain information you ain't ready for, though. Precept upon precept, a little here, a little there. I got a new Bible scripture today from the Reverend Ike, Isaiah 14:24. I had to add that to the notes. The wise walk with wise men is another scripture. I'm kind of paraphrasing. It's one I used to have on my wall years ago. I remember my nephew-in-law asking me about that. He probably doesn't remember. They're twins, M and M. I ain't gonna say their name, but remember he got into a little bit of trouble. This is about 19 years ago with some friends he was dealing with the Selma, North Carolina area, and then he brought that up. That's why you got that up there on the wall. Something that I printed out. So yeah, been dropping game for some years, man. But hey, I love it. And money is a game. It is a game. So it's the game I'm entering, not looking to enter. The game I'm entering. I'm on the field. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the stands. I ain't cheerleading. I'm on the field, geared up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coaching, doing a little bit of both. So, quick one today. A lot of energy. Getting closer to this business meeting that's going to change. I've already went into the future and then come back to see how it's going to work out. Now I just got to see it manifest. You know what I'm saying? We squaring this thing up. And I say square world because that's structure. Business is structure. Life is structure. That's also order. So, great day in my world. Hope it's a great day in yours. But we don't hope. We make it. We make our own luck. We make our future, either positive or negative. Everybody gives, either willingly or unwillingly. Man, I'm done, man. I can't, I'm charged up today. Zion, Kof, Resh, Yud, Hey, Squirrel World.